Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Kai, and in today's video we are going to show you how to create an easy reveal mask in Premiere Pro. So sometimes you might be out and about filming and somebody walks past your camera, or maybe you walk past an object, and although those things might seem like annoyances at the time, they actually create an opportunity for you to creatively reveal your next scene, and this is what we're going to be breaking down in today's tutorial. So, very quickly, if you are just starting out on your Premiere Pro video editing journey, then I highly recommend you check out our new Skillshare class entitled Getting Started in Premiere Pro, 10 Things You Need to Know, where we break down the top 10 most requested how-tos in Premiere Pro and show you step by step how to implement them in a compact, concise class so that you can level up your editing game. And I'll leave a link to that Skillshare class down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's jump into Premiere Pro. So here we are in Premiere Pro, and the first thing that I want to do is import my boxing footage that I found from pexels.com. If you don't know about Pexels, go and check them out for some free stock footage. And here I have imported them already. I'm just going to change this to list view. And what I'm going to do is select both of them, right click and go to new sequence from clip. So now I have a sequence with the same aspect ratio of these clips, which I think is 4K. And if I just play this clip through, you can see that it goes past the edge of the boxing ring over here. And that is where we want to create our transition. So this first transition that we're going to create is then going to reveal this boxing scene here with our boxer. Both of these clips are shot in slow motion. So the first thing I'm going to do is just bring them back into real time. I'm going to right click, then I'm going to go to speed and duration, and I'm going to times that by 200. And I'm going to do the same for this clip over here. Right click, speed and duration, change it to 200% and hit OK. So now it's more like real-time speed instead of that slow motion. And I'm going to show you how we can start creating our mask to reveal our next layer. The first thing I want to do is move this clip up to our second video line. And this video clip I'm going to slide in underneath. Before that though, I'm going to create the mask, the edge of the boxing ring here, to reveal our next clip. So I'm going to bring my workspace down slightly, just drag it across on both sides. Then I'm going to go to the sides and make it 25% so I can see the borders around my video footage. So what I want is from this white line here, the side of the boxing ring, that's where I want to mask. Click on the actual clip that I want to put the mask on, which is the top clip. And then come over to my Effects Controls tab and go to where it says Opacity and click on the pen tool. Now this creates a mask, and this is what I want to keyframe. So the first thing is I will draw an outline of the mask just around the outsides of where I want it to reveal. So this mask just identifies what we want visible, and this black part here is now invisible. So if I was to quickly pull this under layer underneath, you can see that it's being revealed now. I'm just going to drag that back out. Of course, having a black part on the ring side of the boxing ring and a black transparency makes it difficult for me to keyframe this. So if I click on my mask so that it's visible and then go to mask expansion, you'll see it starts to extend the visibility of the mask. I'm just going to do this temporarily while I keyframe my mask. What I can do now is start keyframing. So if I come over to the path, this is exactly where I want my mask to be at this moment in time. So I go to mask path and I click on this stopwatch icon to create a keyframe. If I go back here, I can still see my path. Now what I can do is I can move forward in time by 5 or 6 frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I hold down shift and select multiple mask points, I can drag those points back to the beginning of the line. So about there. In fact, if I click away, I can adjust individual points of that mask, and we can see a little bit here because I've still got the expansion on. We will adjust this later. Now if I look at my keyframes that I've created in this column over here, if I drag this down, I can zoom in and I can see that I've created keyframes so that this mask will follow. Now it's not perfect, so what I can do is go to the middle of this and then slightly adjust my position, and then I can move forward in time just by dragging the current time indicator up here, and it follows it all the way to that point in time. Now if I drag it further across, I can then select the 2 points and drag them again to the line of the side of the boxing ring. And again, it automatically creates a keyframe for that point in time. So I can drag it back and it follows up until that point. And then I can go one more and it's completely out of the screen. So I'll drag this out of the screen. Now, of course, we've only done it from about this point in time and we need to go backwards. So what we'll do is we'll go backwards to the point where we put our original keyframe, which is this point of time, and we can move backwards in time by clicking down here. So step back 1 frame. So this is to step forward 1 frame, this is to step back 1 frame. We'll step back a few frames and then we'll drag our mask again to that line, that white line there. And we'll do that again. We'll move a couple of frames back and we'll drag it out again. And I think 1 more frame back to about there. So what we should see now is this mask moving in line with the side of our boxing ring. And I'll just drag it through time. And for the most part, it's not looking too bad. The next thing to do is to remove this expansion mask. So I'm going to move it back down to 0. So that will disappear. And if I just click away, this is currently what we have. So now, if I put my underneath footage, if I slide it underneath, maybe to about this point in time, I think, just as she's punching forward, I'm going to drag it across, and I'm going to bring it to the point where the mask reveals, so about there. What we should see is that underlayer being revealed. So if I play this out now, the side of the boxing ring is revealing our next scene. One problem we have is that this line is very harsh. I'll just go back to fit. This line is very harsh. So what we can do is we can actually come over to our mask properties and we can feather, we can extend that feather. So feather it up slightly. Go back to 25, see how it looks. So now as it moves, there's a slight blur on the side of the boxing ring. So we'll play that through again. And I like the way that she's punching with that fist just as the scene is leaving. So this is a very simple transition using a single line mask reveal. What if we wanted to make it a little bit more complicated? Well, let's talk about that now. And this is a great place to mention that if you haven't done so already, go and add yourself to the KaiCreative Facebook and Instagram accounts to stay up to date with all of our creative happenings. So I've imported some more boxing footage here, and we're going to use this transition where the sparring partner walks in front of the camera as the transition to the next scene underneath, which will just be this cutaway of them boxing. So we want this scene to reveal into this scene, and to do this we need to use a slightly more complex mask. So first of all, let's select both of these clips, right click, go to speed and duration and put them back to normal speed so that they are in real time. Move these closer, and I'll just lift this masking layer to the video layer above. I'm going to go to 25% so that we can see this. So I'm going to go to the pen tool and I'm going to start creating my mask. I'm just creating a larger border around the actual footage. I can hold down on the points and drag out handlebars which allow me to curve the mask. So I can curve it this way and I'll just create some more points as I come down. And then I'll complete the mask, and you can see it's just masked it out over there. So what I want to do is create a keyframe by going to the stopwatch, and it puts a keyframe down. Go back onto my mask path 1 so that I can see the mask path, and then move forward in time. And just like before, I want to drag each of these points down. Whoops, just be careful of those handlebars. Again, careful of the handlebars as you drag your points across the screen. We can actually move forward in the timeline, but we can also move backwards just to clear this up. So let's get those points looking okay. Just curve that properly. Bring that around. And now I'm going to move backwards. I'm going to move backwards just to tidy up this corner here. So I think at this point in time, I can just bring those out. And then again, I'll move forward. And I'm just going to follow the back of the sparring partner. And what I'm going to do now is literally go one frame ahead at a time, creating this mask path. And I'm going to fast forward through this because it takes a little bit of time. So we're about halfway through this now. And instead of keyframing every single piece of movement, what I can do is zoom in on my keyframes and then just go a few frames forward. And then I can drag all of these keyframes by holding shift and selecting them, and then dragging them back to a certain point in time, and then maybe just a little bit more forward, just dragging the current time indicator there and then dragging that off screen completely. Hopefully that saves us a little bit of time. And what we can do to adjust the timings is just drag out these keyframes so we have this movement. And it might just be a little bit of trial and error to get that looking as neat and uniform as possible. In fact, I want to speed this section up, so I'll drag these two keyframes closer, and then I want this to not be as fast. So let's see how that looks. Because there's a halo of light on the back of our sparring partner, we might want to drag this in slightly. What we can also do is go to our mask expansion, and this time drag it into negative numbers so that it decreases the size of the mask, and then throw our feathering up slightly to blur that edge, so it's not so pronounced with the halo of light. And now what I can do is we can see a few punches, and now we want to reveal the footage underneath. So we'll bring it into where the transition should start to happen, which is actually about there. We'll drag that in, the bottom layer, and this is now being revealed. So if I play this through now, so a simple, easy reveal transition in Premiere Pro to up your video production's look and feel, and just make it look a little bit more polished. So I hope you found today's tutorial useful. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that little bell for notifications. We're actually building a library of Premiere Pro, After Effects, and Photoshop tutorials here on KaiCreative. So if there's something that you want to know or learn in the future, let me know down in the comment section, and I'll be sure to add that to the list. So that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. All that I've got left to say is stay creative, stay safe, imagine, implement, and inspire. And I'll see you next time on KaiCreative.